We are exploring. Today we're at Oakland and Fraternal Historic Cemetery Park in Little Rock, Arkansas. Altogether, this will be 3 videos. 2 of them about Oakland Cemetery and 1 video about the Fraternal Cemetery across the street from here. Oakland Cemetery was established in the early 1860s in order to have a spot to bury the many Civil War dead who died mostly in hospitals in Little Rock. This gravestone here has a strange statue. Steen is the family name. It is a fallen angel. The symbolism of a fallen angel is that it is an angel who had committed sins or revolted against God and was therefore expelled from heaven. That is an unusual statue on top of a grave. I wonder what the history is. Here you can see how large this cemetery is. In the very distance, past the trees, there's the Little Rock National Cemetery. And there's one of the few mausoleums that are here at this cemetery. This grave marker here stands out to me because of its unusual shape. I wonder what the meaning is. You can't see it clearly, but there seems to be a feather or something engraved at the top. Carl James died in 1912. There are, if I'm not too wrong, about 30,000 people buried here in Oakland Cemetery, and there in the distance you can see the National Cemeteries with all its gravestones lined up. About 40,000 are buried in the National Cemetery, and I have a separate video. Look at that, daffodils. They're among my favorite flowers, and I'm here in late winter, and these daffodils are popping out of the ground all over the place. Oakland Cemetery was named this because this was wooded land when it was purchased. Here's a child's gravestone, and it has a picture on one of these oval enamel plaques of the little girl, Martha Lynn Youngblood. I wonder why it says Susie at the bottom of the grave marker. Here is the marker for the Douglas family that has a family photo on the grave marker. That is pretty neat to see how the family looked like. Over there's the mausoleum, but that's always locked, and I'm here on the weekend, so I can't ask. This is also an unusual triangular shaped grave marker. It's highly polished. That's why I approach it from the side, so it doesn't have my reflection in it. Joanne Baxter and Donna Baxter died in the early 2000s. And in the background again, that's the white gravestones at the Little Rock National Cemetery. We are now on the other side of the mausoleum, and in this triangle there is a monument and a marker for the Potter's Field that was over here. The Potter's Field is a field where people are buried who don't have any money or whose body is not claimed by their families, so they receive an anonymous burial in the Potter's Field. I'm not sure if they actually still do that. Across the street from Babyland, we're gonna see the Confederate Memorial. That is a 1-acre area with a mass grave of 900 Confederate soldiers. I told you earlier that most of them died in hospitals, and this gravestone here is covered with a substance. I'm not sure if that is moss or some sort of fungus, but it looks like you can still read the name. Charlie J. Rethwish died in 1925. I couldn't clearly read it. And this is the monument erected in honor of the Confederate soldiers. And here are grave markers, and what's unusual, typically the military grave markers are made of marble, but these are made actually of wood. That's gotta look great if these markers get aged and the wood gets patina or whatever you want to call it over the years. This is the last stop in this video. It's one of the many Woodmen of the World graves, but this one is interesting because in addition to the stem of a tree, it has an anchor there and leaves and also some flowers that look like roses, and at the top these are heads of axes. This is very detailed and good looking, erected by the Woodmen of the World. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it.